I wrote this song about 30 years ago. It's a true story. Where I grew up in New York State, um, if you wanted to hunt deer, you had to use a shotgun, which instead of having birdshot in it, would have a deer slug. It's kind of like a small cannon. If you wanted to use a rifle, you had to go across the river to the next county over. It was legal over there. And anyhow, when I was a kid in school, a friend of mine, his father committed suicide using his deer shotgun. And that's what this song is all about. So it's called On Gospel Hill. All the road came out on Gospel Hill, and the blacktop cracked and heaved, and the wind blew cold, trees red and gold hadn't strewn my path with leaves. And Ingham's place wore the same gray face, and the grass lodged down in the yard. I've had years to forget, but it's with me yet. The memory is bitter and hard. I was homeward bound from old Route 12 on New County 35. I'd left a mean Suffolk ram at the slaughterhouse. That's the last time I saw him alive. Now when someone dies, it's hard to deny you couldn't go the same way too. Zeke Ingham's home had a ghost of its own, and I thought back as I drove through. He was married to a woman with a voice like rust and a build like the truck he drove. When he worked for the town, ran the wing on the plow, and we really used to get some snow. And he went on nights, and they had more fights, till he hardly talked at all. He'd come home to hear over TV and beer that voice through the living room wall. Zeke's youngest son and I had had fun in the ruins of the old man's farm. With the mow half full, we'd swing on a rope from the peak of the hip-roof barn. And just one floor below, only time down the road, but a light year lost in despair, where poor Zeke died, and they claimed suicide from the shotgun he used to hunt deer. Now my ram came home, just meat on the bone, and I have no regrets that way. And the place where it stands can't speak for the man, though I still wonder what he'd say. His son came to school in his shirts and his shoes, and some things he could grow into. And for the kids and the wife, they've still got the gun that killed a white-tailed deer or two. And for the kids and the wife, they've still got the gun that killed a white-tailed deer or two. On Gospel Hill.